And now.
Good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, I should say. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be here today. I am very pleased with my PLTI classmates and friends coming, my mentors coming to help me today for my project, which is to speak to you guys about healthcare. My name is Fred Christian. If you don't know it, I'm the founder of the social media organization Expand Medicaid Now Impact, where we advocate for those that don't have healthcare and those who don't have a lot and need help. Part of our goal with this project was to go to the people, because I encountered a problem a long time ago where social media was not growing. So I'm going to begin with a question today. Okay, do you know that there's 1 million people in Florida suffering in silence? Do you know there's 8 million people in this country suffering in silence? And I'm one of them, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm one of them, and I've done it for 30 years. The problem is Medicaid. You've been hearing it on the news all week. Medicaid, Medicaid, Medicaid. I personally fall into what they call the Medicaid expansion gap, which is where our governors, 18 of them in the United States of America, refuse to expand Medicaid to people like me. Now, how do you qualify for Medicaid? If you make below $12,000 a year, you're automatically eligible. However, in Florida, because of Governor Scott's stubbornness, he refused to do so, causing 1 million of us to sit and suffer. But we're not alone right now. Because of this new Trump care, which I call death care program. We're not alone. Death care is the worst thing in the world. If you're a senior, it's going to affect you. If you're young, it's going to affect you. If you're disabled, it's going to affect you. Medicaid affects us all right now. And the reason it affects us all right now is because we all need health care and we all deserve the dignity of it. Myself, 30 years without health care. 30 years. I'm 47 years old. I haven't had health care since I was 16 years old with an asthma attack. And it's had a debilitating effect on my life because I could not reach my potential because I didn't have access to vital medical services, which is really, really tough to deal with. But I'm not alone. I'm going to ask you seniors a question. How many of you all, and you can raise your hands for this, have experienced sticker shock with your medicines lately? Can I see a show of hands real quick if any of you have? I mean sticker shock by the cost of your medicines. Have any of you had that problem? I did. I was paying at one point.
Excuse me, the audience is, you're all on Medicare.
Okay, but Medicare is affected by some seniors who get Medicaid. Okay, so back to the point on the prescription drugs. I was paying at one point $15 for 30 pills generic, not brand, generic. The pharmacy closed that I went to, and unfortunately I had to pay $85 for 30 pills, which was ridiculous. I have some friends who've told me their medicines are getting way, way out of hand with co-pays and costs, and this is ridiculous. You guys deserve better, so that's why I'm also going to advocate for you guys in the case of your medicine. We all deserve better in terms of our medicine and access to vital health care needs. And I don't know if you all saw it or not, but on Friday night on the last World War on MSNBC, there was a young man named Mike Phillips. Mike Phillips is bedridden. He can't speak, and he had to have a tracheotomy on him. He depends on Medicaid to live. This young man, if you guys can go on YouTube and watch it, watch the interview on The Last Word with Mike Phillips. I encourage you to watch it. This is a valid reason why everybody needs health care and support in this country. So now I'm going to tell you this story. I'm going to show you this picture real quick.
Fred.
This is my friend, Amy Rodriguez. This is Amy, and she is also a PLTI alum and Catalyst Miami graduate. She's a tremendous advocate. Some of you may have seen her in the community advocating. Amy's like me, she's uninsured. She falls into the Medicaid gap. But Amy, if you notice in this little picture right here in the corner, y'all can see it. I'll bring it over for y'all to see. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the picture. This is Amy's daughter, Genesis, 22 years old. Fortunately, she has health care now, but for 2 years of her life, ladies and gentlemen, she did not have health care, and twice she almost died on us. I've advocated for this girl and her mom for 2 years. They're close friends of mine. They deserve better. This young woman at 17 years old had portions of her lung removed. She walks around with one functioning lung and 25% capacity in the other. Denied Medicaid because she phased out of it as a youth and couldn't get it as an adult. This is a tragedy that needs to stop. Fortunately, Genesis has care now, but because she is on Medicaid now, they might cut it with this Trump care budget. Genesis is affected too. We're all affected by this, and we can't let people go back. If you're in a nursing home, that's why I spoke to you seniors, it's going to be cut. If you have a prescription drug problem, it will be cut. And also, our hospitals might close. Jackson, every one of them. The United States economy, 1/6 of it is dependent on healthcare budget and Medicaid. Our hospitals will close. So I just want to ask you 3 quick questions before I close. Okay. As you can see, we've got a man on the, if we can put a man on the moon, my senior friends, and you remember those days, and we can put a man on the moon. Why can't we demand better for our health care for ourselves and our community? I want to ask you one other question. Do you believe health care and access to affordable health care and prescription drugs is deserved by all? And do you believe it's a human right? If you do, I want to ask you to join me on social media with Facebook, Twitter, Expand Medicaid Now and Impact,